Karli. Welcome back. Here is our vault menu.
Oh, it looks lovely.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, guess I don't need to stay very long.
You don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, so I doubt you can answer all my questions, but I'll use it as an opportunity to ask a few. So is the vault menu going to change after the merge?
You will have to come back to the vault to
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karli.
I think I dodged a bullet. The numbers argument made enough sense that they were willing to at least trust me for one more vote. Right now, I need to continue to regain their trust, and I'm specifically talking about Kyle, Jabbar, and Kayla.
The way that it went, I was fearing another potential split vote and rocks because I was informed of an extra vote that was going to get cast or utilized to increase the vote total to 6, which was evident in the way that votes were read, because there was a 4th vote for Naropa before they confirmed it. So it was utilized as expected. And I was thinking there was a potential play being made that would go 3 Kyle, 3 Naropa again. And so that would put me safe with rocks. And then I just decided to play an idol on Kayla because we've been, working well together. She had actually bought it, gave it to me, and I said I'd play it on you, sort of to each other, like prove our trust. In case it went to rocks, she would be safe. And then it would just fall on one of the other 2. Of course, that didn't happen, which makes it a little less complicated. But it was interesting.
Argento, getting your first look at the new Oro tribe. Naropa voted out.
Okay, everybody. Congrats to making it to the final 10. And now it is time for the next immunity challenge.
For this challenge, you will need to drop your buffs. You are merged. The 10 of you make up the Lyra tribe. Congratulations, everyone.
That's money too.
Welcome, Final 10. You've made it to the next phase of the game. For this challenge, you will compete in pairs. The pair to win the challenge will both receive individual immunity and guarantee themselves a spot in the final 9. In addition, you'll be playing for reward.
That's right. Reward is also up for grabs. The duo that wins will each get a 1-month Patreon subscription to the Survivor Specialists at their Sole Survivor tier. You will get a mix of content from Survivor to movies, The Amazing Race, and new this January, casting perspectives with Blake Meyer, a casting professional since 2012. The Specialists are fan-made and put out content for us, the fans. Not only do John and I podcast weekly on their YouTube and Patreon, the Specialists are the reason why we are all here today. So even if you don't win, become a patron, join the Discord, and make lifelong friends.
Thank you, cool McKenna. In the spirit of friendships new and old, let's get you into your pairs before we break down the challenge.
Here's how this will work. I'll spin a wheel, we will get a name. That person will then pick a safety deposit box and reveal their partner. We will then continue this until everyone is paired up.
I mean, we're fun.
So, Yap, you will be picking your safety deposit box first.
All right.
We'll pop that on screen. Which number
Ooh,
would you like?
8. 8 is lucky in Chinese. So 8.
All right, you're choosing 8. Your partner is Evan. Yap
Right.
and Evan.
Yeah, we got the pairings of Yap and Evan, Kyle and Simona, Andy and Jabbar, Vogl and Kayla, and Karli and Sam. So as for the challenge, it consists of 4 tasks that you will complete. Each partner must complete 2 tasks. One member of the pair must always be competing in an endurance task while the other player is completing their dexterity tasks. If the player drops the endurance position, the dexterity player must pause and wait until the endurance player repositions. Players can decide which 2 tasks they want to compete in. After completing the last task, that player must join their partner and both do the endurance task together. The first pair to complete all 4 tasks and have both members hold that endurance position for 5 seconds will both win immunity.
Here's more information about the tasks. Endurance. Players must hold a ping pong ball in the air between 2 pencils. No part of your hands or arms can touch a surface. The first dexterity task. A player must create a cup pyramid alternating the orientation of the cups. The cups must start and end in a single stack.
Task number 2, a player must grab a quarter out of the air after flinging it off of their elbow. Task number 3, a player must go through their deck of cards and find all hearts in a suit and order them ace to king. And then task number 4, a player must complete 3 cup jumps. You must hold the bottom cup face up with a face down cup on top. By tossing the cup in the air, you must catch the top cup into the bottom cup.
Once all 4 dexterity tasks are complete, both players must hold the endurance task position for 5 seconds. The pair to complete this challenge first will both win reward and individual immunity. We will let you strategize and then we'll get things started. All right, so Yap and Evan, I'll be telling you to move on.
Kyle and Simona, I'll be helping you.
Andy and Jabbar, you've got me.
Kayla and Vogl, you're with me.
And Karli and Sam, you guys are with me.
Okay, so for double individual immunity, survivors ready, go.
Evan, start.
Oh, Andy, you have to wait. You have to wait,
Karli,
Andy.
you have to wait
You're
for
good.
Sam to
You're
get
good.
set up.
Andy, put your pass back in. Jabbar.
All right, Karli, you're good.
And Jabbar has his ball up. Andy, you can go.
And
Evan, take down your
stop.
pyramid.
Vogl, stop. Vogl, go.
Evan, you can move
All
on
right,
to the
you're
quarter.
good, Karli. Take it
Good,
down.
Vogl.
All right, great.
Oh,
Join
Andy
the no.
dropped his pyramid.
Yap, you have to keep the endurance. You
Karli,
both have
you're
to keep
good
the
for
endurance.
quarter?
Okay, Vogl, you're good with the first one.
All right, good, you caught
Pyramid
it.
up. Pyramid up.
Yep, Kyle, break it
Vogl,
down.
you're good.
Once
You're
you hold it, you're good to
Vogel's got
draw.
to get set first.
All right, good. Yap, you can
All
draw.
right, Sam, you're
Okay,
good to
move on
go.
to task
Go into
2.
the hearts, Yap.
Quarter.
Vogl,
Yep,
you're
you got
good.
it.
Kayla, go ahead.
Stay in your position. Wait, Simona, stay in your position until Kyle has his endurance task up.
Nope.
Okay, now you can break down. Kyle, come closer so I can see your ping pong ball. Thank you. Thank you.
Vogl and Kayla first to reach task 3.
Okay, Simona's getting her cards set as well.
We have Yap on his set of hearts.
Andy
as
can't
well.
seem to get his pyramid up.
Yeah, and I just spilled a bunch of liquid on my thing, so that's fun.
Okay, Kayla's good on task 3. Good to start task 4.
Can I get a check on cards?
Yep,
That's
you're
1.
good.
Kayla got 1.
One.
Ace.
All right,
2,
That's 2.
3,
you're good to quick term if you want.
That's
4,
3. Yep. Okay, Kayla's got to
5,
Yep.
6, 7,
get 1. Nope.
9,
Mm-hmm.
10, Jack, Queen, King.
All right, Sam, you're good to go on to catching the cup 3
Vogel's
times.
holding strong. Kayla's got to get it up for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, you're
Kayla
wrong.
And Vogl win individual immunity.
Okay, so congratulations, Kayla and Vogl. You have both won individual immunities. I'm gonna put the fake tribal immunity necklace on both of you. Looks so great. It looks so great on both of you. Anyway, this is time for everyone to scramble.
Right, Kyle.
Verify my coin count. My most recent message says I have 3.
That's correct.
I'd like to buy an immunity idol that is good for 2 tribals, please.
Fantastic.
Survivor Specialist Patreon is like my favorite sit-down restaurant. Like every time I want to go out to eat, I'm like, you know what? Restaurants I don't need. I gotta re-up my Patreon. So I'm like, Phil, formerly Alexa, now Will, McKenna, John, I love watching you guys. I am a super fan of the Survivor, and I am a super fan of the Survivor Specialists. And I've been a patron pretty much since the Patreon opened. I am top tier. If you join, you will lose to me in the power rankings game. And I mean, it's a great time.
We have merged. I made it. This is so exciting. I will not be the first member of the jury. And kind of setting some records for myself, feeling good. Not great, like good because I have won the individual immunity, which was my one goal for the day, was to win an individual immunity. So that's super fun. I am excited to meet the 5 people that I have yet to talk to and game with. So it's going to be fun to kind of see how that lies. I think I have a pretty good set of connections going. A lot of number 1 people that I think that I can use. But regardless, it's stressful. Even being safe this round, I am stressed. I don't want to lose a number. I want to make sure I'm in the know and that I'm building relationships. So being safe feels good, but that only was going to last for maybe 1 hour at the very most. So yeah, I have work to do.
I'm super, super excited. I was terrified for the past week that I was gonna go out pre-merge, and I'm still here, and I just I don't know, I'm really excited and I'm having so much fun.
I really did not want anybody who I've played any portion of this game with as a partner, because I feel as some type of partner, you build some type of rapport, and to win with somebody who you did not know up until this point would have been amazing. That said, we get into this challenge, honey, and I don't feel comfortable with the cups, but I think I could have done way better than Andy. And I'm super bad at endurance, but I'm holding this damn ball up to save my life. I'm thinking I'm gonna drop every 2 or 3 seconds, and I'm just holding. After I get past the learning curve, I'm just holding strong, holding strong, holding strong. Everybody's passing us by. Andy's fumbling with the damn cups all over the place. It's a mess. So we couldn't really get out of the gate because Andy wasn't doing well with the cups, and it's fine. There'll be other challenges. Hopefully there's a mental challenge because I've been taking damn notes.
Dude, congrats, man.
Thank you. I was worried going into this vote. Okay, let's real quick. We got to get around and mingle.
Yeah. Quick touch base.
What's the? I think we push Kyle and go someone else.
Push Kyle and go Jabbar.
Done.
I don't know. I don't want to.
Fine.
Cool.
And that way, if we don't regroup again, that's what we do.
Yeah, we have a name.
Vote.
Okay.
We have our name.
All right. Sounds good. Let's mingle.
I think it's gonna be easy to make them think.
Yeah.
We're going him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go shelter.
So wait, they think we're gonna go Kyle, but we're not going Kyle. We're going Jabbar.
So yeah, so if they're in the room, we can try to pull them to do Kyle, but I think that's what we do. Or just love
Okay.
For sure.
Love
you guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Okay. Oh.
Just waiting to see where people went.
All right, I'm just making sure that we're locked in. I've been
yeah.
I haven't had a chance to talk game in so long.
I'm solid with you.
Yeah.
I feel like we are, if you and I stuck together, we would be strong. But I think we could play it low key. So
Yeah.
no one really knows that that's the case, right? Everyone thinks we're a part of this bigger group, but
No.
yeah.
Hey, Sam.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
Sam.
That challenge went by so fast.
I know.
Dude, Kayla is a beast, and that because I could not have done the cup thing. Like I
That's
tried.
something to keep in mind for future votes too. If Kayla's good at challenges.
Yeah.
Like I thought we were moving past Karli, and I thought I was on a good thing, and then I was like, oh no, I hadn't even gotten a chance to throw my one cup up yet.
But also,
Yeah,
with the using the pencils, like if we had a chance to practice, we would have known.
exactly. I know.
I wanted to do it with the erasers, he wouldn't let me, but it was cool. Sam, who do you want to vote for?
I mean, I'm open at this point, so like no one from our original 6, and so what does that leave?
I feel like Kyle's the easy one.
Yeah, I see he's in the vault right now.
So he's getting shit. So I think we have to at least put a vote on him to force him to play whatever he's getting.
Yeah.
Can we just like show up in the vault and kick him out? Is that a thing? Like if I try to go to the vault,
I think if you try to go, they'll kick you out.
they'll kick me out, but at least I can be like, he's there and I caught him. I'm gonna go catch him.
Looks like he's out of the vault now, but I know when I was looking to see where to go, he was there. I think he went there first, like right after the challenge was over.
He's not he's throwing his own people under the bus, it sounds like.
Oh really?
Hey,
He did it for himself.
Hi,
What's up?
Jabbar.
Hi,
How's it going?
Jabbar.
nice to meet you all.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you too.
Well,
I was
Sam,
just
nice to
looking
see you
around
again.
Yeah. I'm glad you were able to survive all those tribals and that you're here.
I was so afraid going into this merge because I don't think I've done a good job at navigating my threat level. Obviously, like my own people that I've been with, they've only benefited from me, and I really tried to play that like team-centered, team-focused game, and it was really easy to do because we only had to vote one person out. But now it is so blatantly obvious that I'm a threat. I think that I've shown that I'm a mental threat. I just showed that I'm a physical threat. I've been a social threat in this game. I know full well that my days are numbered unless I lock some shit down. Ironically, I wanted to vote out Kayla, but that wasn't an option for me. So she is going to be surviving another day. I think I need to get into a room with Kyle, and I need to start building something because he seems like he's their head, and if I'm coming across as our head, we need each other. And so I want him to stick around, and I want him to be the last one that we cut off because he's not going to be the person that makes an inroad when he's the last one left. They're going to be too afraid of him, and I want that. So Kyle has to last a little bit. We're getting rid of Jabbar, it sounds like, at the merge. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Sam yet. I haven't decided if I'm gonna turn on Evan yet. And then I've got good deals going with Karli and Yap that could ride me. And then I think Simona is gonna be chill too. So I want to lock some stuff down. I want to build up options, and I want to throw everybody in every different direction and being able to be safe for this first vote and not having to worry about it being me. People are going to be honest with me. I'm going to know where they stand, and I am going to tear this game apart.
I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty, but at the same time, we're not battle tested yet, like our OG tribe at this, but I don't think we need to be at this moment. Like we have the cards in our favor. So we can play from the power position. And then once we get rid of like someone from their side, which initially I think we're telling people that we're going to vote Kyle, but if we can get Jabbar out, someone who's dangerous, someone who's social, someone who could control like their side, oh my God, the floodgates open. And I think what, me and Evan are making some little whispers with Sam and Kayla. And I just think I have a lot of options right now. At the same time, I am worried that maybe people might see me as like a louder person. And also that maybe people see me as a social threat yet. I have no idea. I have no idea how people perceive me, but I have to play like they perceive me as someone who they should be worried about.
I just connected with Yap actually, like while we were strategizing for that challenge. And he said something that I was thinking, and I'm so pumped because Andy V seems very sharp, and I know there's gears spinning, and I knew he was lying earlier about in the first challenge, he was taking forever in the last step of the challenge. And none of us were thinking it until he said, guys, I just want to let you know, I didn't get an advantage or anything during that. And I was like, we weren't thinking it, but now we are. So basically Yap went into the vault with Andy V, and like Andy V started like admitting some of his lies, and Yap came to me and said, "Hey, Andy V's a game player. We need to be careful."
But you were
I will. That means someone has the idol. I will. I'll take the. Oh, can I take the 2 coins behind the vault?
Yes, they are yours.
You sure can.
You now have 8 coins.
Fuck yeah. Let me take the steal vote.
Hey. So are we working together or?
100%. And I'm like, yo, every time I was like, please don't pick Kayla, please don't pick Kayla. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yap is really, really solid, and so is Karli is so like loyal and nice and kind and trustworthy. And Andy V is a little bit of a schemer. And
yeah.
And Sam is an angel. What about your side?
There's been a lot of like inner tribe drama. Just in the votes have fallen, and like some very like within like, you know, after a vote we talk out loud about who voted where and why they did that and what we thought was going to happen. So a bit dicey. I'm not totally sure. I'm working with Kyle and I'm working with Jabbar. Andy is like fringe, like he kind of like went against us but then came back to us. So I don't really know. And yeah.
So I feel like we could like just like secretly work together.
Yeah.
And like go back and forth, maybe like taking numbers out, like who you don't trust from your side and who we shouldn't trust from my side. Right now, the person on our side that I would want to take out is Immune. Also, I think Kyle is, everybody has him on their mind because he's very like expressive and vocal, and so everyone's like, he's a gamer, and like he's been like slut shamed for having facial expressions, basically.
Yeah. And like I thought when I first met him, I was like, oh, he's a gamer, I want to work with him. And like I think that's true. I enjoy working with him. I think he's loyal, but I don't think he's as like schemy as
he comes across.
Are thinking, because that's what my whole tribe thought too. Like, oh, he's a gamer, you know. I think it's just looks. I don't know.
Yeah, he had this one grin like after we saw the person getting voted out, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that guy is like evil." Like,
I mean, I'm smiling too at these horrible parts, but I'm just like nervous smiling. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
I know. Well, I think like that's the name from our side that I've heard. So
Kyle.
But if he's your like, if he's your number one,
I would say, yeah. I would prefer it to not be him. I would prefer Andy, if it's going to be someone from my side. But I'm open. I don't want to lose Kyle.
Yeah. Okay, I think I could make it not be Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I could say, guys, everyone's eyes are on him already. Like let's keep him, because then like he'll get voted out later on.
He's a shield. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that could work. And then like I really also think we could maybe go after like our Andy the next time when he's not immune.
Yeah.
But so your Andy is he like a gamer, or is he like, what kind of vibes?
He's great. That's the thing. Like he's just like a nice guy. Like he's just fun. And I really did want to work with him from the jump, but he got paranoid and then flipped. And so I was just like, what? I don't know how to work with that, you know?
Yeah.
We ended up at Rocks. It could have been me out.
And that's when Emily went?
That's when Emily went. It was me, Emily, and Jabbar on the wheel.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
what about advantages? You guys, your tribe, somebody has the steal a loser. I think that might have been Andy.
Andy has that.
Yeah.
But that's gone now.
Yeah, true. What about the tribe visit? Who bought that?
The what?
The tribal visit. You get to visit another tribal.
Oh, I don't know, but that also doesn't count now. I bought on the last round. I bought the idol, and I bought an extra vote, and I gave the idol to Kyle to play on me.
Okay.
We were just going for maximum fun because we thought it was going to tie again. And so I wanted to be safe, and then he would have been safe because the votes were going to him. And so we were trying to avoid both getting our name on the wheel for Rocks.
Yeah, and Knowledge is Power is bought by somebody on your tribe as well.
Oh, I have that here. It was Andy, and he used it and took Jabbar's idol, and that's when we went to Rocks. Yeah. Yeah. And we were working
Yeah.
together. We're like, Jabbar shared the information that he bought the idol because we were working together.
What the hell,
And
Andy?
he took it.
That's sloppy gameplay. I mean, is he somebody that we need to worry about? Like, he doesn't have big numbers behind him.
No, and that's the thing. I think like that's what was like the argument of do we bring take out Andy the last round or do we take out forget his name, sorry. Naropa. And then
Yeah, I loved him.
Naropa, I know. I loved him. I wanted to work with him and Emily initially, but it just didn't make sense numbers wise. But
That's
yeah.
fair.
So I would be happy, like I would be okay writing down Andy, but I would also be like, if you have somebody on your side that you want to target, like I could try to rally for that as well.
I'm sitting on 3 coins.
That is correct.
All right. I don't know if I don't need a challenge advantage right now. Is there any coins hidden in here?
Only if you find them.
What if I can find them? Like those three stacks just sitting by the title. Are those coins?
That is not. Those are not coins.
Because we've been through some ups and downs. Like, gosh, like I was telling these ladies, like, well, the rocks was kind of hilarious.
Oh
no,
Did he get pulled?
Is he pulled?
Professionals.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Simona, you weren't in the other room when we locked down a vote, were you?
No,
Oh yeah.
I wasn't.
Tell people it's Kyle, but vote Jabbar.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. I was like,
Yeah.
who's gonna tell me the plan?
I haven't heard a name from them yet, but I've said Kyle, and they've like Sam and Jabbar both like, yeah, we want to vote Kyle.
I said that to them too.
Interesting. Yeah.
So here's the other thing I'm pushing. So Kyle was in the vault first.
Mhm.
Went to the vault to see there is no idol in the vault. So make
Right.
Kyle afraid, make him play it.
Right.
There's like a whole
Yeah.
new map of stuff. It's really expensive now. But
Yeah.
Which room are you talking about? Is there like a majority in one room?
Well, I mean,
Or
there's
you're just
5
saying in
in
general?
well. Yeah, just in general. There's 5 in well and 4 in shelter. I mean, there's 3 of us right here. Like, we gotta break down some barriers and some tribal lines. Because I
Yeah.
know on paper it looks like all the OG people like are sticking with that, but like it's not gonna be like that, right? Like forever. And like we gotta get on the jump on that before we like
Yeah.
get murked, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like to like work with like low-key cool people who aren't trying to like monopolize the game.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
especially like, like I was telling them, yeah, we voted out the people from your starting tribe, but it was not clear cut like in those decisions. With a lot of craziness going on. So I don't know. I'm definitely in the mood for like new people who are willing to like strategize with me and like play accordingly.
Yeah, sure.
Even if that's not even this round, like, I don't know.
I will say, Sam, like I think if we went to tribal council again, like you would not have gone.
Okay,
Like
that's
I
good
get
to know.
I get like I don't know, tell me if you see it too, but like in that tribe, did you see like who was the most game playery?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty clear as to who was always being strategic and always thinking through things and always kind of like pushing us forward. So I could kind of start to tell where maybe some of the leaders were there.
I think we have the same person in mind right now.
So
Yeah.
I mean, and full transparency, because I do really like both of your vibes. Like when Naropa and I were pretty cool, even though I voted him out. Like he had mentioned that he felt like there was somebody on your starting tribe that was like dominating the game. And like he was like, whatever happens, just be careful of that. Cause like that person is like easy to make deals with, but like he has the connections with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that, and I think we can't do much about it this round, right?
Mhm.
I
Okay.
agree. I think we're all on the same page without saying their name.
Yeah.
But I think I agree. Like that's someone who has been on
So-
my radar, and yeah,
It was pretty clear.
let's just say
Yeah.
it.
And I mean, if the 3 of us wanted to do something further, like if you all can keep my name off the table, like with your people, whoever you all talk to, I'll be more than happy to return the favor until we get to a point where we feel comfortable, like talking some big game about some
Yeah,
things.
I love that.
Well, I mean, I'll say it now. Like I talked to briefly with my OG people. It's been Kyle, just because he's been the most vocal right now. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what y'all been.
Yeah.
I mean, that Jabbar, that's the vibe I was getting for the little bit of time I spent with you all.
I'm so happy. Like
So
that's who you all want to vote out.
That's what we talked about. Yeah.
I have a question. If you bank a vote, is that something that people know that you did?
No.
Okay. And so how do you, if you had that, how would you play it?
So the advantage would read, you have obtained the bank a vote advantage. You may abstain from voting during one tribal council, allowing you to cast an additional vote at a future tribal council. The last time you can bank your vote is at the final 7, and the last time you may play the extra vote is at the final 6. So you'd get called into the voting chamber. You would say, I'm going to bank my vote. You would not vote, cast a vote that time, and then you would gain an extra vote that you could then play at a future tribal council, or you could then vote twice.
I've played a lot of orgs, and what I've learned is that you're supposed to keep like a decent bit of people who you've connected with up until this point. But honestly, the people who I've connected with have just been so damn dishonest in my mind that I'm ready to jump ship. Like, I don't want to just blatantly jump ship, but I'm ready for all of them to go. Can go at this point. She's probably the least likely that I would want to go, but Andy can go. Kyle can be the first one gone. I'm ready. I'm ready for some new faces because what it seems like is that they're about to start just how we were cannibalizing each other, like behind the scenes at our swap tribe. These people from the other money tribe that I cannot pronounce to save my life, they're ready to start playing each other pretty soon. At least that's what they're telling me. And quite frankly, I do believe it, but I do think that they want to knock a few of us off. And I just have to make sure that I'm selling myself as the sole survivor.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? Anybody that annoys you?
That's the thing, though. Not like we've been kumbaya.
Yeah, yeah.
There's only been like loud people, and I think the loudest, other than myself, like I'll be honest, like I'm one of the loud ones. Maybe my name's been thrown out there. I think Kyle's also loud too.
Yep, I'm definitely one of the loud ones.
I feel like we gotta I think because like we're both loud people. Like I think we gotta like be careful. Hey Karli.
Hey Karli.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. We're just talking about how we're loud people, and like that's scary to me to think about.
Loud people?
Yeah, me, Andy, and Kyle
Yeah.
also are like loud too.
I'm kind of loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a lot of Tuckers.
So before I got pulled away, we were almost thinking about what your thoughts are on, is there anybody that you specifically want to vote out, or that you'd be willing to, or
Me? Yeah. I mean, I feel a little bit open with my vote right now. I haven't heard many people say a name. So there's been a little talk of people from our tribe voting Kyle. And I'm just kind of waiting to see what else is out there. Yeah, I feel amazing that I made the merge. I honestly didn't expect to, especially having my name thrown out early. But yeah, so I'm feeling great. Maybe a little too good. I definitely think right now it's like, oh my gosh, time to start playing a completely different game. So already people are trying to figure out what's going on the other side of the where are the cracks in the other tribe, and we've only been scrambling for a few minutes. So yeah, definitely eager to get back, but also nervous to see how it all plays out.
And then get in here.
Do you know the plan?
You know the plan, right?
Is it the same as earlier?
Yes, repeat it to me real quick before someone pops.
Push Kyle, actually Jabbar.
Yes, great. We're good. Because we gotta push it to Kyle. Like Kyle's gotta think that he needs to play an idol. Because I think he has one. I think he just bought one.
Wait, is there stuff in the vault right now?
There is stuff in the vault. Karli's in there now. I went in, there was no idol.
I thought it was this. Okay, I haven't even.
I went straight from the challenge.
I haven't looked.
So I'm gonna start telling.
What are we doing?
Look, I'm gonna be in, like, from a position of safety. I'm gonna be a little messy. I'm gonna start telling them that Kyle came to us and wanted to like throw.
No, oh wait, he kind of was. But yeah, no, it's been
Was he
a
saying
mess.
Andy, or was he saying?
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Finally.
Hey, bro, you might want to hear this. Simona, what was he saying? Who was he going for?
Oh, was just like, he was like kind of throwing everything at the wall. He was like, yeah, it was a mess. Like, well, he got votes. It sounded like when they went to Rocks, like he was one of the recipients of votes where it tied. So he got like at least 3 votes. And so he definitely
about Kyle?
Yeah, he was talking about like all of you.
Do y'all want to
Yeah.
vote him out? Do you all want to vote?
I mean,
So like from my point of view, I really liked Naropa and Emily, and I kind of wanted to vote with them. But at Tribal, Andy had made this statement that changed my mind. He still voted with them, but because of his statement, I thought he was going to vote with our starting tribe.
We're gonna flip and vote.
And because I forgot that there wasn't a revote, we went straight to Rox and Emily, who I felt really close with. Got the boot. And then the next round, Kyle, I guess, gets an idol. Somebody played an extra vote, and he played the idol on Kayla. Yeah, so I mean, and then like I was trying to explain to him, like I was trying to get his rationale because it seemed like he didn't trust me to not vote out Naropa, but whatever.
Kyle, hello.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, Evan.
I feel like I'm just sitting with the same people the entire game, which I like them, but it's like, hey, where are the new people?
Yeah.
Quiet part out loud, why don't you?
No, I mean, you know I love you guys.
I ended up in a room right off the bat with Andy and Kyle, and while that happened, my former tribe formulated a plan without me. And now I kind of just have to follow. I could play a little more out in front and take it a different direction, which I'm considering doing right now. I'm not really sure yet. But currently the plan is to push Kyle, but actually vote Jabbar. But Jabbar seemed willing to flip. And apparently Andy did flip. It sounds like Andy has been incredibly chaotic, played like a knowledge is power, and was the one who flipped, which actually is kind of interesting. And so I don't really know how big of a fan I am with playing with that kind of chaos. And I don't really know if I want Jabbar to leave here just because he is someone who's like face I've seen before. And like, you know, in a merge, it's like never a bad thing to see a familiar face. But if that is what is happening and it's too late to recommunicate the plan, it may be easier to just like roll with this, which makes me feel bad because like kind of would rather vote out Andy than Jabbar. Just because like, yeah, it seems like he's been playing pretty chaotic and pretty paranoid, and I'm just not rocking with that.
I really want to stick with Kyle and Jabbar. I feel like we have good things going on. I want to work with Evan, and I'm interested to work with Yap. That's who I was just speaking to, and they seem to be kind of on the same page. So I'm interested to see if I can kind of work in that. And then, I mean, I just played the challenge with Vogl, so I'm hoping that maybe I can, you know, at least not have my name out the first couple rounds. I don't really have a target for this round. I don't really care as long as it's not Kyle or Jabbar. That is how I feel. Anybody else I'm fine with. And I'm hoping that like the OG tribal lines don't stick, because we were so long in our second like tribal like tribes, and only Sam from the original tribe was not with us, and he was the only one with a bunch of original Argento. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, and hopefully I can pull Sam back in. Apparently he was saying good things about me to his fellow tribe mates, so I need to go, you know, check in on that relationship.
Sam, we talked, Evan and I were talking with Kylie before both of them got stolen by confessional, but we both said that we love you, and Kayla.
Yes.
Kayla says that she loved you from the original tribe.
Great. That makes me feel really good, because I thought coming into like the new tribe, I was going to be like on the bottom. And so I want to be able to work with people that want to work with me and give me a good vibe. So that's really good to hear. And I want to work with you and Evan, and Kayla as well. So
I do say, I think we got to be worried about Kyle this round, because he went to the vault first.
I saw that. Yep.
And I don't like, I saw things missing. So He might play an idol this round.
I think I only have one coin, so I'm just here to see what's going on.
You're correct. You do only have one coin.
Okay. So there's probably definitely someone has the idol. These prices are really going up here. What am I gonna do with my one coin? I'm gonna keep winning challenges, so I'm not even wait, are the losers gaining coins?
In this game, you do gain a coin if you survive tribal council.
Survive tribal. Okay. So there's a chance to win coins. Okay, safety without power. I don't know if I'm gonna write this down.
Shoot.
There you are.
Hey.
Hey, I've been chasing Karli. Every time I get to her room, she's gone. I feel like I haven't seen you in like an hour.
I know, I got pulled and then
I'm willing to work with the three of you. And we'll pick someone and vote them out.
well, we would need one more person.
Who would you want to take out? Do you have a target in mind?
Well, I mean, I'm probably at the bottom of my current alliance simply because of what went down with the rocks. And so I have the least trust with them right now. So I'm kind of scrambling, to be honest. And
so your alliance is was it
Kayla, Kyle, and
Jabbar?
Jabbar. I really like Jabbar. I think I could convince Jabbar to work with us.
Yeah.
We just need to pick a name. And ideally, just so that it's not, still a numbers game, it would be somebody from your alliance first, and then we can go after, say, Kyle.
Right.
I need to make a strong alliance with a couple people from the old Argenta, and then turn on, my 4 alliance again. That's going to have to happen. I don't think that they're going to take me to the end if it comes down to, 5 or 6 of us there at the end.
Bank of vote is crazy. It's bank. Oh, funny. Okay.
Funny.
Okay, interesting. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I'm thinking at this stage, kind of wanting just to see. I think the most logical move is see how much people are willing to break the we started together thing, because like it's a different dynamic because you don't really like suffer through things as much in this type of game setting. So I would think and hope that you could make more strategic moves than just, because currently we're at a numbers, you could say we're at a numbers deficit. Because kind of like Sam wasn't really with us for any amount of time. So you could look at it as 6 versus 4, but I don't think everybody's willing to play the game in such a simple manner and have the 6 cannibalize the bottom 4. But I think that they're willing to give the 4, which I'm in, a more maybe credit than it's worth. So I'm kind of going to try to leverage that and see where it takes us.
I had just got out of confessional. Do you all have somebody who you all are voting for, or are you all still in the communication?
Right now, everyone's in the let's be nice phase.
Okay.
Do you guys want to change that?
Where would we go with it?
Yeah.
I feel like I can say this because I'm immune. You guys play with fire. Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Anybody have any suggestions?
No, I mean, I'm literally coming up blank because it would be like throwing a dart into the darkness because I don't know anything about your tribe. Like, I don't know anything about your tribe.
It feels like right now a lot of plays are just like self-preservation type plays, Like they're like, as long as it's not me right now, I'm chilling. Which I mean, that's how I feel. Like, we've been through some interesting tribals with our Jabbar. I don't know if you were letting them know a bit about how they broke down, because there's obviously a lot more to be said on our side, but we went through and experienced versus their side, like with rocks.
Oh yeah.
With rocks, with flip. We kind of the 4 of us that came out of that. I think we got to a good point together, but it was definitely interesting for a while.
So who is the other side then?
The way the vote broke out in that round, if I'm Jabbar, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Jabbar, myself, and Kayla voted Naropa, and then everyone else voted for me. So in that round, it would have been Emily, Naropa, and Andy C. But I thought it was Andy C. I guess it's Andy, Jabbar, myself, and Kayla were going to vote for Naropa in that round. And then, but he got really cold feet, and he actually, he utilized the knowledge is power to take Jabbar's immunity in that round. Just
Another
to
thing, yeah. I
just to
had
try to
bought the
save himself, but there was nothing even coming his
so
way. So but he was like very very concerned. So I don't know whether to just chalk that up to like a complete misperception because there was nothing coming his way at all. Like it was less of a steal it from Jabbar. It was more I know it's out there. I'm taking it for me. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, I told the whole tribe that I had bought it.
Yeah. You were straight up with it. So he
Oh, and it
knew
was like
he,
only good for one tribal, right? Was that one?
Well, it would have only been good for the person that steals it, maybe. I don't know the rules because I think Jabbar, you
Does he still
extended it. No, he played it right away.
No, he played it.
I guess in that sense, it just makes sense. Like if he felt any heat, he's like, well, whatever, I'll just take the known one. So maybe it's not even to be thought about. I don't know, unless yeah, it's
Well,
a
do we
weird
think
one.
that he's gunning for you?
Do I think Andy's gunning for me? Totally. In long game, yeah, probably. I feel like at some point,
I'm gonna be in the tree mail. If anyone wants to talk.
I'll head over, Kayla, okay?
Yeah.
Kyle's, dude, he's a mess. You had to deal with that?
Oh, did he leave? Thank God. Yeah. Like literally, he literally was throwing me under the bus, like trying to get them to vote for me.
I kept sitting in a room hoping you would come join me.
Oh, sorry. You went into the vault and I missed you.
I just took note on what's there currently so I can see if like more things.
You heard anything? Like any names?
I was talking to some people from the other side and they were saying like that they were thinking you, and I said no. I said not Kyle. I would prefer it not to be Kyle, and they said okay. And then they said that the perception of their tribe was that Kyle's a gamer, like he's really like all these things. And I was like, yeah, but like I don't think he actually is. Like I kind of thought that at first too, but I think like he's not, and I think he's like loyal and someone good to work with.
I feel like most people are like a lot more like Survivor savvy than myself. Like
I think
damn, like because Rob was trying to pin me as a gamer, and it's like he's like dropping all this knowledge. I was like, bro, like I was like you guys have been eating up all the Survivor like mainstay stuff. So
I think I kind of pushed like, well, if it's gonna be someone, like if you guys are targeting someone from that tribe, like I would prefer it to be Andy. I just said like he kind of caused the chaos.
Oh, right.
But I would prefer not to lose Andy, but also I went into a room with him and who else was in there? Karli, and he was like explaining this whole story. And once I popped in, he's like, yeah, so I'm really looking to stick with that 4. And I was like,
yeah,
are you?
I kind of want to talk.
Like
it would either for me be like chuck a random one on like Yap or vote for Andy.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I just like, are we gonna eat ourselves if we?
That's the thing. I feel like if we hold Andy for now.
Well, I was talking to Evan, who is good with. Well, Evan was like, everybody, like, I'm good with Yap, and I think I'm good with Karli and Sam, and I was like, that's everyone. So like, what are we doing here? So he thinks that Vogl is like somebody he would feel the least good with, so he would be willing to target Vogl next round because it's safe. Yeah. I'm like, so this round you're saying it has to be somebody from our side. And also I am only telling you everything I know, just so you know. This is how I play. I'm gonna be honest with you. And if that bites me later, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know, I'm just telling you the truth.
I'm feeling good about this round because I was the first person in the vault.
And you got an idol? Yes.
I'm gonna play
still only good for one?
It's 2 rounds, but I'm playing it now.
Okay, so what should we do? Because that gives us some power, hopefully.
Yeah, we can at least put a 2er on somebody. I would kind of want to say, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. But like out of the blind, I don't know. I would almost say like I would say if I say the word lizard at tribal at any time, because it's just like a random code word, that means I'm gonna go with Yap. And if I say bear at any time, I'll vote for Andy.
Okay, so lizard. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Yeah. And bear, Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Here's what we have for you.
5 things. Challenge advantage, knowledge is power. When does the challenge advantage expire?
The challenge advantage expires at the final 6 challenge.
Dude, I didn't even get to see what was on this list before people started sniping it. So final 6, it ends on final 6?
That's the last time you can play the challenge advantage.
Okay, safety without power. I thought that might show up. I don't know if fire. So that means there's an idol in the game. I wonder if it's like, but if somebody bought it already. Dude, this is such a great like merge vote. It's gonna be insane. Okay, I only have 3 coins, so and I'm not trying to like win an immunity, but if I find myself in a minority, if I make it to final 6, could I purchase the challenge advantage?
Yes, you may.
I signed up to play a game, and I've been in here for 7 hours plus and haven't played the game yet.
Well, shake things up.
Talk to me.
I think that the 4 of us who have been battle tested want to stick together for at least a good while longer, if I'm not mistaken, Jabbar.
That's interesting.
So I don't think you're going to get much in the way of flipping from us 4.
That's very interesting and not at all what I have been hearing.
Oh, so are they coming after me?
It's come up in other rooms. I want to make sure I talk to you before I committed.
Yeah. So if that's the case, I'm guessing it's Kyle that's throwing me out.
You're a very astute individual, sir.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm the one that
right after the challenge, he ran to the vault and we noticed, and I think he's trying to like cover anything, so he's throwing everybody. But he has definitely said you.
Yeah. So
you for like the flip vote at the tie, and like he's just like, ah.
Yeah, my thought is if he's coming after, what do you think, Jabbar? I mean, am I off base here?
I mean, seeing as though like you were the one who told me that like even on our swap tribe that he was trying to get me out.
Yeah.
You know, you can only judge the future based off of past events. So I have to assume that like even though we don't know Vogl and Karli, that like I trust that they would be honest about this situation.
I honestly could not tell you what this vote is like about to be.
I don't either.
I want to just go, like following that same logic, because I think I know what you were saying halfway when I joined in, go Yap, and I'll try if I can to connect that to Jabbar and Andy. And I think Karli and Simona were interested to like not just stick with their like slightly larger half on this round, and just like because they were getting some heat earlier. They said before you came over, while you were hanging out in the vault, Sam, they got a little bit of heat thrown their way, so they were looking to maybe break up what was happening from like the fellows on that side. So
yeah, interesting.
It's a weird one when it's like there's not much like relationships, not much time yet, and like half the people in the game have just been hanging out in the winner circle a lot. So
yeah, y'all have been battle tested.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking, yeah.
Okay,
I'll see if I can like get into a little quick one with, but it's so hard. It doesn't feel like there's no space.
I know.
Other than you, Jabbar, like how many others are Orgers?
I don't know. And so when right off the bat, I like said something that kind of exposed that I'd played this shit before, and people were like, "Oh, have you played before?" And I was like, "Oh my god, have you not played before?"
I was honest about it. I think. Do you think that's why Jabbar is getting targeted? Because he has a reputation.
Are we voting Jabbar out? Is that what's happening?
I think yes, because like people are gonna vote
There's
Kyle. It's gonna be a
name.
mess. Let's vote Jabbar just because I think he is a dangerous player, and I think we get rid of him, and it's fine.
Yeah, I feel bad, but yeah.
I feel solid with you. Like, do you feel like who is dangerous? I think I know who's dangerous. Huh?
I mean, I really like Evan. I think like me, you, Evan. Okay, great. That's kind of what I was thinking. I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I think Vogl is a big personality and is gonna get targeted soon, and I think Karli could win at the end.
Same. I agree. I think you and I have an equal shot just because I think everyone's not assuming us right now.
No.
I think we're like in the backgrounds, but we also have secretly we have power, and I think we got to work on Sam and Kayla.
Time for
Kayla, yeah.
tribal. Sorry. Time for tribal council.
So, Simona, you and I lockstep.
We're good. We're
We're
good.
good.
Yeah.
I'm voting Jabbar.
Okay. I really like Karli. I do think she would beat me at the end. So that's just kind of something that's like in my mind. Yeah, I think she's incredibly well spoken, and I don't really know if I want to sit with her at the end, which is, this is the time when we start to think about those kinds of things.
So I feel like tribal is where you can make or break your survivor resume. So I'm excited to get in there. I know there's probably going to be a lot of votes out there. I don't feel like I need to play my idol, but I probably will, or I might play it for somebody else, or I might hold on to it and maybe pull a Mary Ann towards the end and saying that I was feeling good that I didn't need to play it, but I don't want to be overconfident either. So yeah, I'm excited to get to tribal, to be in a larger group, and to start maybe hashing some things out, because I can definitely get the feeling that people want to talk and get some things aired out at tribal.
Welcome, Final 10, to your first tribal council of the jury phase. So, let's just, we could talk about the immunities, but that's a little bit boring. Kayla, you're talking about chaos. Let's talk about chaos. What's being so chaotic right now?
I mean, you're merging us all together, and there are people who I have not spoken to. I'm sure a lot of us are meeting like for the first time now. It's like when the swap happened, it was pretty similar to our original starting tribe. So trying to like meet everybody and find connections when there's only 3 places to go and 10 of us is extremely difficult. Like I said, there's people I haven't even talked to, so I have absolutely no idea. I think this is going to be at least like 3 or 4 names out tonight.
Well, with so many names out there, Vogl, it must be very nice to know that you can't be one of those names.
You have no idea. No, it was great. It's funny. It's like, I agree, Caleb. Like, it was chaotic as hell, that last little scramble. But because we've kind of been chomping at the bit to like play a little bit of Survivor here, I was like, oh, chaos, cool. And like the added bonus of they can't be throwing my name out, at least right now, is great. But I mean, this is a long game. So there's some chaos, but through that chaos, hopefully there are some new friendships forming as well.
Well, with new friendships, you're also for juxtaposition is old tribal lines, which can always be a concept here. And it didn't come in here evenly. And so for people that were going to tribal or not going to tribal, things can change. So Jabbar, how did you use this time to really get to know a lot of people that you're just meeting now to make sure the vote's not you?
By begging for my life and hoping that those people show me mercy. I don't know. I feel like to Vogel's point, like because I've been to a decent bit of tribal councils at this point, I'm just tired. So like I really didn't want to go like hardcore, like deep strategy as opposed to meeting the 5 people, or excuse me, yeah, the 5 people who I haven't said anything to.
So, Kyle, we've also have had a lot of fun in the pre-merge and what looks like the beginning of this post-merge with the vault. Do you think the vault is going to factor big time into how this game will roughly end up?
Easily the most important aspect of the game is how and when you buy stuff, is what I'm starting to understand, and then when you use it. The challenge ones we've seen have been incredibly powerful. Damn near just bought wins, but some time to go to McDonald's for some people. And there's some pretty just crazy stuff on the list, and it's a really cool wrinkle. The fact that everyone, if they're paying attention, can observe who's going when, maybe what's coming off the menu. Not that that's the easiest thing to do. It's a very cool element of the game. It's really kind of just fried my lizard brain, like to no degree. So
yeah, we'll see. And then one other thing that Vogl mentioned was they had people that were chomping at the bit to finally, play the game. Like when it's great to win immunities, but you don't really get to show anything else other than that you're safe. So of the people that have been safe these past few rounds, I'm gonna leave this open to you. Like, how did it feel in this environment? Like, did you feel you were matching up with people that have been going through the grind a little bit more?
Yeah, I'll go. So I feel like I noticed a really just different mindset, which totally makes sense, right? Some people have been fighting for their lives and others of us have been, you know, chilling out. And I think that they both have pros and cons. Obviously, I think the pros feel a lot better on our side, and I'll acknowledge that. But, you know, the cons are we don't have a trusted relationships that are built upon voting together and doing what you said you would do. The only time we had to go to tribal, we voted out the one person who wasn't in our original tribe. So we didn't really take a lot of guts, I guess. And so then now we're with these people who are, you know, I see them as being, they've gone through the strategy and they succeeded. And so they've, you know, have a lot more wherewithal than I do. And so they see it as like we had this great time, but I also see it as like, I don't have individual relationships. We spent the whole time in one room all together. So, you know, I mean, and we also have less coins than you. Every time you went to tribal and passed, you got a coin and we did not. And I think that, you know, going back to the vault, since that's playing such a huge role, moving into the merge, that's actually something that y'all have going for you that we don't. So, you know, yeah, I see both sides and I think we'll get better meshed as we get to know each other better in the next couple rounds.
Okay. So, Sam, you are in a very unique position of anyone else in this game. You're the only person who has had a chance, even briefly, to meet everyone here. So, how does that weigh in on you as you're trying to make the decisions that are best for your individual game and all of these new relationships that you have had experience through up to this point?
Yeah, I think it makes it more difficult. I'm liking the vibes for everyone, and so then it's really hard to literally put pen to paper, knowing that I've been able to have even it's just like brief little moments like here and there. And so it definitely is nice that I have been able to get to talk with everyone, but at the same time, it makes this vote feel so much harder and trying to figure out what to do.
And now that we're at this portion of the game, now we're at a point where you're voting people out not just to send them off of Zoom and let them enjoy the rest of their day. These people now will be voting for a winner at the end. And obviously for all 10 of you here, you want to be in one of those final chairs. So how do you maneuver these votes now as they now become more complicated?
Obviously, don't be rude to people. I mean, I feel like that's basic step number one. Just don't be an asshole. The other thing, I mean, like, you know how I remember like Vogl saying that, like, you know, like some people haven't been to tribal council yet, and like other people are battle tested, right? I'm getting so much adrenaline and everything, but I'm sure these people are used to it. So my mind is like, it's racing. And so maybe, you know, what Karli said earlier, I'm even blanking. Your question about being nice to people? I don't know.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah, the jury phase. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, obviously. If you get voted out, like, sorry. If I get voted out, but at least I get to shower and eat. Say hi to my dog, watch a football game. Is that what you want to hear?
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to hear, yeah. So, but the talk about president is heavy here. So, Andy, do you think it is more of a benefit to have been going to all these tribals, to have to keep surviving and surviving? Does that put you in a spot where you feel like you're just constantly needing to survive, or do you think it sets you up to be more successful at this phase of the game?
Oh boy. Well, you know, there's the theory that back in the caveman times, they lived in like survival mode constantly, and a lot of the anxiety and fears and phobias that people bring into today's world are based on that old part of the brain of when we were cavemen, and they call that the lizard brain. And I feel like coming out of almost every tribal council, I think that the four of us can easily say that we're existing within our lizard brain right now. We're just like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? I don't know. And you know, there's 6 of you and 4 of us, and we're like, oh my gosh, and we're scrambling and trying to figure out what you guys want to do, and you guys have no information because you haven't had any of that battle testing. And so we're like, what do we make our choice on? Am I right, Kayla?
I'm slightly confused as to what you're saying, but yeah, lizard brains for sure.
So yeah, we'll just end on I'm in my lizard brain right now.
Could I ask
You're
a
a lizard
question?
Sure.
I just like, if anybody's feeling nervous, like if you really feel like your name is on the line, like I would be interested to hear from you because I'm genuinely confused. I feel like maybe because I was immune, like I wasn't getting much info. I don't know where the votes are falling, so I'm just interested to hear from somebody if anybody's willing to talk. If not, that's totally fine. But I am a number, and my vote is, you know, around.
I think for me, it's just always the fact that you never know. It could be you. There's like, what, 1 out of 10? No, not even 1 out of 10. 1 out of 8? Like, it's, you know, it's both accepting the fact that it could be me, and as much as I think that I'm, like, I personally, or anyone who's voting could be good, and you start thinking you could also just be fucking haymaker or like sucker punched out of nowhere and you out of here. So that anxiety, that nagging thought, it sometimes overtakes. Maybe it's just paranoia, but at the same time, it's that constant battle. So as much as you're confused, I'm confused too. But we'll find out from this vote, as Alex likes to say. Hold on, let me do my Alex. Well, it seems that after this vote, the lines are now clear. What will happen next round?
All right, I think I found my new co-host for season 7.
You
Some
know,
would say that it's almost time to vote. Others would say that it's also time to vote.
And others would talk about a lizard brain for 2 minutes and confuse me.
let's
Kayla.
all enter our lizard brain and let's get to this vote.
Can
and
I
end
just
this
say-
confusion.
Lizard brain.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
I might have just peed myself a little bit. It's surprising. And secondly, Kayla, I like just because you threw yourself out there just now, like what I said to you like a second before this is what I heard. So
Yeah.
so I'm just like, and I don't know, I could be being lied to, but that's where I believe that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out what's happening and let's get to the vote.
Before we vote, I'm sorry. I like to play my advantage because there's a lot of things going on. I like to play my
Alrighty.
steal a vote.
Jesus.
Okay. So
And who would you like
yeah.
to play it on?
I'm sorry. I don't know what lizard brain is, but I like to control that lizard brain.
So
Two people
just
said
to
lizard brain.
confirm, you
I'll
are
take
taking
Andy's.
Andy's vote.
Andy's vote.
Bye, farewell. I'll Peter saying goodbye.
With this vote, I would like to vote Jabbar. Jabbar, you're an amazing social player. I just know of you by reputation. I just think moving forward, I think factoring you in the game, I just don't want to have to think about. Hopefully this works out. And then second vote. Can I just hold up the same paper?
Yeah.
Second vote, also Jabbar, stacking the favor in our deck, or whatever the term is. Andy, I'm sorry I had to take it from you. I just like, maybe it's my paranoia speaking, but maybe I'm just gonna do this, and maybe I'm foolish. If I go home, I go home. But hey, love it.
Pretty much had to just pick a name. Didn't want to pick one of the people that I came over with. Didn't want to write my own name down, so I voted for Yap. Let's see what happens.
Kyle, I saved you once. I campaigned to keep you here again. But now you have to finally get a vote for me, whether you go home or not.
My vote is for Yap. I have no reason I wanted to work with you, but my original alliance said otherwise, and I just have to stick with my numbers for now, so sorry.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has an advantage or a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now would be the time to do so.
McKenna?
Yes, Kyle.
I got what I think is an immunity idol here. I would like to play it on myself.
All right, Kyle does have a hidden immunity idol. Any votes count that are cast for Kyle will not count.
McKenna?
Sam?
I would also like to play my immunity idol.
All right, Sam does have an immunity idol. Any votes cast for Sam will not count. All right.
What else?
I'll read the votes. First vote, Jabbar. 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 That's 3 votes, Jabbar. Yap.
Ooh, baby.
Kyle does not count. Yap. That's 3 votes Jabbar, 2 votes Yap. Jabbar. The first member of our jury, Jabbar. Jabbar, the tribe has spoken.
Yes, they have. Good luck to you all.
Love you, Jabbar.
Wait, I'm on a jury?
You're on the jury.
Lovely.
Let's go.
Well,
No.
congratulations to all of you. You survived the first individual vote. And it'll only get harder from here.
I think that they definitely made the right decision. I was very much planning to try to make a deep run with some of the low-key people. And I think that like Kyle is kind of out there. Andy's seen as a dominant player. So I think, and with everybody pretty much assuming that Kyle would play an idol, it just made more sense. I really am regretful that I just didn't click that fucking vault button when I had the chance to, but I second guessed myself. So I don't know. You have been voted out the game, but your influence is not over. You must place a bet on one of the remaining castaways to make final tribal council. They will receive a vote towards an advantage, and you will bequeath them all your coins. I am going to bequeath my tokens to... I'll give them to Kayla.